Hair porosity is basically your hair's ability to absorb and retain moisture. Hair porosity is divided into 3 categories. Low porosity means the cuticles are closed together tightly, so the hair takes longer to absorb moisture. Medium porosity means the cuticles are less tightly bound, and high porosity means the cuticles are widely spaced, or the hair may have like little holes in the strand, some people say, which allows the hair to absorb moisture faster. It also means the hair strands might not retain moisture for a long period of time. Okay, y'all, so right here, I just got some hair from the left side of Nadia's head, and I put it into the glass. I moved it around in the water just to see if it would sink faster if the hair was wet. And as you can see, the hair is floating in the water, so I assume that Nadia has low porosity hair on the left side of her head, and I also think the right side as well. A little push to see what happened, and it did float to the bottom. So right here, I'm just getting the hair from the left side and the right side. You know, it's wet. And just trying to see if it's still going to float, since it had enough time to sit in the water. And as you can see, the hair is floating. Gave it a little tap. And the section that I gently tapped, it did go to the bottom. But as you can see, the section that I didn't tap is still floating. Oh, and I can also see a little single strand knot there. I don't know if y'all can see it. And this is just hair that I got from detangling Nadia's hair. And as you can see, it's still floating. So I posted this survey about 2 days ago, and the survey reads, do you think hair porosity matters when growing natural hair, retaining length, and or increasing density? And the choices were, girl, yes. Why would you even ask that? Yeah, but to a certain extent. Child, I don't pay attention to all of that. No, ma'am, it does not. And as you can see, yeah, but to a certain extent, received 37% of the votes. Okay, so I received this comment from Michelle EJA, and Michelle said, I just don't get it. One thing that's always omitted from these conversations are high porosity hair. Yep, the hush word. Let me explain. When you drown high porosity hair with water, tangles and breakage. My hair cannot stand a deluge of washing every 3 days. Nope, nada, no way. I wash my hair 1 time a month, and it's down my back. Every other day or every 3 days, I lightly dampen my hair with warm water, and not from a spray bottle, which is still too much water. I wet my hands and run it down my twist so as to not over-wet it, and then I apply light moisturizer and oil to seal. I have fine yet dense hair, and it works for me. I don't have itching or scalp problems. 10 years natural, and I'm good. And then Miss Keisha Bella, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, responded to Michelle saying, I have high porosity hair, and washing frequently saved my hair. Maybe it's just me. Okay, and I also received a comment from Monique W. And Monique said, I didn't know porosity was a thing until YouTube. And growing up, my mom didn't either. It was standard to use water, hair oil, or grease, and a comb or brush. I know some people's hair can get dry quickly, and if that's the case, they had to moisturize more often. I 100% agree. And just as an FYI, I haven't discussed porosity on my channel because my hair regimen of frequent washing allows me to continuously add moisture to my hair. Keep in mind, the hair and scalp completely dries out in 2 to 3 days. If you're frequently washing your hair or moisturizing and sealing every day or every other day, you don't have to worry about the hair drying out, which contributes to tangles and breakage. Also, quote unquote, drowning the hair in water will help prevent tangles and breakage because the downward flow of water helps separate the hair strands and helps push loose and broken hair strands out. I also received a comment from Yaya Drew. I don't think it matters. Look at the tribe in Africa, forgot the name, where all the women have long hair. They don't wash their hair and constantly put this concoction in it, and it hasn't affected them. Also, the tribe in China that washes their hair with rice water. I'm sure all of these women don't have the same hair porosity, nor know what that is, and their hair is flourishing. Information is good, but if you're not careful, it can complicate the most simple things, and I agree.